Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Okay, let's start off with this scene with Brooke and Taylor because, huh, in a lot of ways, I gotta sit there and take Brooke's side to some extent, okay? And I do want to emphasize to the word some extent, okay? Or the sentence. So Taylor's not to talk about how she's going to the trip, or no. I'm sorry. Brooke is not to talk about how she doesn't have time to sit there and deal with Taylor. She has a lot of stuff that she needs to do before she gets ready to go on this trip. And Taylor's like, "Oh, you're going on a trip, right?" Like, yeah, she does work there. She collects a check from Forrester Creations. Um, what kind of dumbass question is that? And then she tries to make it seem like it's about Ridge, like, oh, you're going there to get close to Ridge. And she's like, no, I have about three lines and stuff like that I have press and stuff like that I have to do. She talks about the successful collection that she had going on, the formula that she did or whatever. She's like, yo, listen, I'm a big part of the company. I'm going there on a business trip. I'm sorry, why are you going there again? Oh, I'm going there to support my son. Okay, cool. Well, it's not business, so you're a psychiatrist. You really, outside of that, you have no rhyme or reason to even be there. If anything, and the thing that's so laughable is like, you're the only person that's going there. You're the only person that's coming across like you're only going there really for Rich because, um, you don't really have a legit reason to be there, you know? So I found that pretty laughable. And of course, Taylor was like, oh, well, she was also saying, well, I'm going there for Hope, to celebrate her collection. And of course, Taylor has to sit there and start taking some cheap shots, talking about, oh, well, your daughter wouldn't have a collection if it wasn't for my son. It's like, yeah, we know. We all know that. That's the reason why you have to sit there, why they have to sit there and hire Thomas back in the first place. We don't need a reminder, Taylor. We get it. But here's the thing, though. He's also there for a legitimate reason. You, on the other hand, just saying. So they're going back and forth. It doesn't really lead anywhere. To be honest, I'm gonna. This just makes Taylor. Hmm. It makes Taylor come across as petty. It makes her come across as petty. Like this isn't. I don't know how Taylor was written back then. I know she scrapped with Brooke, a while back, but like, this just it almost seems. I don't want to say that it seems out of character because I don't know her character too well, but this does not feel like her pattern. You know. And again, I want to sit there and remind everyone just that how laughable it is. Um, they got these two women that's once again fighting over Riz. They're allowing this man to sit there and play ping pong between those two, and they cool with that. I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's just like this is the reason why I just find love triangles so stupid. Um, and speaking of stupid and morally just a waste of time, let's talk about RJ. RJ's not there. First, you had Eric that was not there trying to push Brooke towards, or push Brooke towards Ridge. Like, hey, listen, you need to sit there and be with her. If y'all end up together, y'all should be together. And of course, Ridge brings up the fact that Taylor's there. Taylor's gonna be there, and Eric's like, I don't know if that's such a good idea with Brooke being there. I mean, this is a business trip, right? But I'm like, well, if it's a business trip, then why is it like, why are you think they're trying to push those two together if it's just a business trip? No, what you really think they're saying is that you're Team Brooke. Okay, that's what you're think they're saying is that you're Team Brooke, and it is what it is. But let's not sit there and try to act like that's not what it is. Um, and then even RJ, because at one point, Rich was like, y'all need to sit there and stop and chill out. And then when Eric leaves, um, they have this little dirty joke about how Donna calls because they it's love in the afternoon off screen. Rich is like, I don't want you to get your hopes up or whatever. It's just business. He's like, well, I don't really like family drama and stuff like that. I'm not really trying to push you two together. But she's your destiny. I was like, oh, okay. So you don't want to be in a family drama, but you're sitting pushing your dad towards your mom. Yeah. Oh, well, they wouldn't, you wouldn't even really not be with her if it was for Thomas. Okay, well, regardless of that, you were just like coming across as a, I don't know, I don't want to sit there and say a hypocrite, but like, I don't know what else to sit there and call it. It's like, you don't want to be in the family drama, but yeah, you're going to sit there and push your dad towards your mom. Okay, yeah, sure. Meanwhile, well, you got Liam sitting there saying the exact same thing over and over again. Oh, Thomas this, Thomas that, Thomas the third. Stephanie's like, why don't you come to? Well, first Stephanie's like, she has now is she has hope. Seems like she has confusing feelings for my brother. Confusing feelings. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Confusing feelings. I don't understand that. But she does sit there and say, because this dude is not going to shut up and he's not going to clearly get any work done, that you need to come to Rome. Oh, I don't want to sit there and be that guy, bro. You've been that guy for like I don't know how long you've been watching this show. Ever since every time that you talk about Thomas, you have been that guy. Okay, you've been that guy. I don't want to be a guy that's just being overprotective. Yes, it's too late for that. Meanwhile, you got Deaconess and they're giving Hope a bunch of compliments, talking about, oh, well, you don't give in to your dark impulses like me and your mom, and you know, she feels all guilty and everything like that because she keeps having these fantasies about her riding Thomas like a damn bull. Okay, I mean, she was riding this man's joystick so hard. I was like, I mean, can you imagine if they actually did put the sound into it instead of whatever music that they were trying to do? By the way, where are they? What are they in a cave or something like that? They're in a tomb. Like what's going on? I don't understand. The way the place that they were at. I mean, these. I get you trying to be a romantic sense or whatever, but it was like, what are you doing? Come on, bro. Rome isn't in the Stone Ages, all right? It's gonna be some lights or whatever. Like, was that like the best that they could have? You know what? Never mind. I think that's pretty much a kind of guaranteed answer. Um, this episode was something else. This episode was something else, but I feel more or less that's yeah, that's about it. This Rome trip is gonna be something else. You saw the previews, you got Steffi sitting there looking at those two sideways, hoping Thomas. You got Liam that went instead of going to work, running the company with his brother. Nah, I gotta sit there and assess over Thomas, cause pretty much I'm rich and I don't really have to worry about any money, so this is what I'm gonna do with my time. I heard he was a hippie back in the day, but dude has not been a hippie for a very long time, from what I've seen. So, just saying, it's easy to sit there and slack off and not have to worry about money when your daddy's rich. Just saying. I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else that would end up happening. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.